Tell us about when you met Bruce Harkey.
I was 20 years old. I worked in the same long-term care center that he was working at, and I met him and he swept me off my feet. He was incredibly charming. And
A certain amount of charisma with him, right?
absolutely. And he knew that I'd come from a broken home and had a lot of issues.
Yeah.
And he took advantage of that.
And eventually got married.
Yes. Oh, very quickly.
Yeah. Tell us about that. How long was it?
The courtship?
Yeah.
Like 3 months.
And married.
He can't hold up his charade,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Got to act quickly to kind of seal the deal that he's setting up. Okay, so you get married, and then how long after that did you think, you know what, this might not have been a good idea?
The next day?
Really? Yeah. Were you aware that he had been married so many times before?
No.
Did it come up? Did he?
He told me he'd been married 4 times before. One was because he got somebody pregnant in high school, so that didn't really count. And then he made it, he does things in a way that you believe him.
Yeah.
And he tends to word things. It just didn't sound so bad. And then later on I found out that I was number 8.
What is it that makes what he says believable? What is it about him, the way he sells it? You know what I mean?
Because he 100% believes everything that he says. So in turn, somehow, you believe it.
So he's convinced of it while he's saying it.
Yeah, absolutely.
The initial contact that you had, or the first time you felt threatened, was there a time after being married of, okay, this sucks, or maybe I am having second thoughts, or oh, what did I do? Transforms to, you know what, I'm worried about my safety.
After our daughter was born, he started to warn me at least once a week that if I ever tried to run, that's how he called it, to run, he would kill me. He said he would kill me, they would never implicate him, and then he would take our daughter and go to Belize.
And you're in your 20s, and
was
he's
young.
in his 50s, and you're thinking, you believe him?
Yes.
Yeah.
There had been too much that had happened. He had been too physically and verbally abusive to me. I had to believe him. He was going to kill me. I knew that I felt in my heart, if I ever left him, he would kill me.
Turns out that was true.
It was very true. He tried to have me killed.
What started the point where it turned into it went from threats to criminal behavior?
Well, he had the police called on him many times throughout our marriage for either holding me hostage or physical, just domestic violence. But I think it was a lot of things. It wasn't just one thing. I mean, part of it was that he was not going to share our daughter. He was not going to pay child support. He told me that many times. But there was an assault charge on him, and I had a protective order against him. And he was badgering me, stalking me. It was horrible. I mean, he just stalked me all the time.
And what he wanted was you to retract a statement that you had made, is that right?
He wanted me, to retract everything, to say that I lied, it wasn't true, because he didn't want to be in trouble.
And if you didn't retract and didn't say it wasn't true, what was he going to do?
Well, he always said he would kill me, so it was like, I just knew. I mean, he didn't tell me then. The killing me was what he kept saying, if you take my daughter,
Right.
I will kill you.
Right.
The assault charge was just the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
And so that just was kind of just what made him go overboard.